Okay, everything's got a certification. If anything what comes into our premises, we've got a certificate to tell the person exactly what the percentage of precious metals that material's got in it. So then that way they can value the gold up to the world market prices. All we've got to do is go on the internet, look at the price, and then they can, you know exactly what that metal's worth, you know. For the first 8 months, what we did was we didn't bother with buying gold or anything like that. We're not too interested in making profit out of it. We can see the profit in the future. So what we did was we understood what the problem was with people not being able to know what gold they've got. We marketed the company as the asset office so people could come to us and say, say if you had a buyer in Memling Hotel or Grand Hotel or something like that who came over to buy, we wanted it so when he was offered gold, he'd say, yeah, no problem. I'll buy that gold, but we take it to CongoGold first, have it tested, and then I know what the value is, and then I'll buy it. You know, to get away all the scammers and people like that. So we concentrated on doing that for about 8 months. And then we implemented a transparency profiling of all the clients who came in. So they've got to give identification. We check them out on the United Nations, you know, terrorist list and things like that. So we know who they are, you know. Well, we have no military, no police, and no government officials can trade with us at all. So we're not interested in any corruption or, you know, it's, come on Stephen, do this. We're not interested in that sort of business. We're interested in clean, straight business. Okay? On the premises, there's 2 government officials there at all times to witness all transactions, what's going on from the start right the way to the finish, from buying it all the way to export. So they ensure that we're doing it to international standards and stuff, you know. It's working alongside with the Kimberley process. Okay? Right, this is a Stephen Brimble's diagram, what I've done. And I just wanted to explain to you how the system works. In the Congo, you've got 42 different regions what produce gold. And I've got a field team of people, and they go out into the villages who produce gold and stuff like that. They go for 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off. That's how it works. Okay? And what they do, they go into each village and they represent CongoGold, and what they do is they go to the elders and go to the chief and ask them to nominate somebody in their village who they can trust, who the whole village thinks is a decent member of the community. And what we do is we take that individual, put him on a light aircraft and fly him back to Kinshasa, and then we take him through a training schedule to show him about gold, learn him about world market prices, instead of not having any education about it. So the person knows about the game. He knows that gold's $35 a gram instead of it being $10 a gram, you know. So what we do is we market and train the people up in the bush, and from that we get responses. When the people come in to the facility, when they've got some gold for sale, the first thing what we do is we carry out a transparency identification profile on each person. We take the photograph, we make sure that the identification is, you know, up to date and everything, because the Congo government's brought in a new identification scheme as well. Okay. Now, if that person comes from the military or from the government or whatever, the police, we don't have anything to do with them at all. Okay. But if they're a good person, they seem to be good to do business with, the first thing we do is we melt and assay the gold. So we determine what the value is of the gold, and then we negotiate and purchase the goods off them. Okay. At the same time, we carry out recording of the documentation in conjunction with the material what they supply us. Okay. At the same time, the government officials are ready to witness on what we're doing in every step. Okay. Once we're getting ready for exportation, the first thing what happens is the government sorts us out with a government proof of origin certification to prove that it comes from Congo, and the people who witnessed the purchases and stuff agree that it's been purchased on a fair trade sort of way, you know. Okay, and then we pay the export taxes, and then we do the exportation, and then it gets imported into the UK, and then as soon as it's in the UK, to do the same thing, they do a melting assay on it, because we need to know exactly if it's correct or not, and then we make it into casting grain. That's for manufacturing for castings. You know, when you get earrings and rings and things like that. And we'll make wire and sheet for stamping, and we'll sell investment bars as well. Okay, once we've been paid for that, the money gets transferred back into the system again, and it just goes around like that. It's quite a straightforward, simple system what we use. Okay. So as I say, the gold is a traceable supply. All precious metal consignments have been purchased at a fair price, and we pay about 89% of the world market price. We don't buy it for half price or anything like that. We're paying something like $31,000 a kilo for it, which is a fair price, you know. Okay, all consignments can be traced back to the supply of source. Okay. Our aim is to try and make all gold produced in Congo fair trade and transparent, to ensure higher prices for the artisanal mining communities and to put an end to unethical practices. Okay. Now I'd like to present the consul. Can you give it a second? Okay. With the Fairtrade gold bar.
Secure.
You might have to get scissors on it again, maybe, whatever. It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very big, but it's $53,000 worth of gold in there, believe it or not. Thank you very much. Can you give it to Mr. Barker, please? Tony, can you come and say something, please, mate?
Okay. Oh, no, it's for you to say, isn't it? It's all right.
Yeah.
I better sit down and leave it to you, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amy.
My name is Frank Tendai Luaba. I'm the Honorary Consul for the Republic Democratic of Congo here in Birmingham. The consulate was established in 2009 in August with the mission to promote bilateral trades between the UK and the DRC. We are here to tell all the UK investors that the DRC is no longer a war-torn country. The country has a democratically elected government led by the President Joseph Kabila. The country is doing a lot in terms of supporting foreign investment, encouraging the creation of new industry, creations of jobs opportunities. It is always difficult to make right things, especially when people do not know what to do. But remember, having a decision of not making anything is also a decision. I believe CongoGold is doing the right things. It has made the right decision to step in the DRC, to add value in Congolese gold, to create jobs for the Congolese people. Today is a good day for us to tell all the investors the DRC is the right destination for your investment. Thank you.